All right, boys. Been waiting for this game for a while, weirdly enough. Let's do this. Idle manager. I mean... idle thumbs. Alright. First name, Paul. What's our group's name? I'm gonna use the name that I use in Rock Band. Unicorn Sushi. Rival. Do we want a male rival or a female rival? Female rival, probably. No fail-state money's not an issue. Not recommended for first-time players. Challenging experience may take you time to figure out a strategy that works. Okay, let's give it a shot. Oh, are you here to meet with Fujimoto? Sorry to break it to you, he's not here right now. If you had an appointment scheduled for now, well, you might be waiting a while. Fujimoto has a habit of keeping people waiting. Where is Fujimoto? Hey, do I look like I know? I don't even work here. I mean, it's not like anyone works here, right? Not at the moment, at least. If you wanted to meet anyone who works for Fujimoto, well, you showed up a week too late. What happened a week ago? What? Oh, you didn't know? Well, this building might look like a ghost town now, but it used to be home to some very lucrative businesses. They were the kind of businesses that turn a very large profit, but they did most of their business in cash, if you catch my drift. Fujimoto runs the kind of businesses that favor profits over morals, kicking it old school with the world's oldest profession. Of course, the local law enforcement were usually willing to turn a blind eye as long as they got a cut of the action, but ever since our city was chosen to host the upcoming summer games, the higher-ups have started cracking down on that sort of thing. I guess Fujimoto decided to clean up his act before the police had to get involved, which would explain why this building is now empty and some of the neighborhood's finest massage therapists are now finding themselves out of a job. But I guess their loss is your gain, right? Is that what you're meeting Fujimoto about? Well, as best I can gather, Fujimoto's goal is to clean up his act, but let me give you a piece of advice. People don't change their ways so easily, you dig? If you want to run things squeaky clean, you'll be running against the grain. Are you bad-mouthing Fujimoto? Bad-mouthing? Honey, I'm just trying to tell like it is. A word to the wise, if you will. Is that enough gossip? I'm just trying to impress upon you that Fujimoto is probably desperate to fill this space with some kind of business. Whoever feels it could probably get away with running it at a loss for the foreseeable future. One of the benefits of not caring where your money comes from means you can accumulate a lot of it, and Fujimoto spent a lot of time not caring where his money came from. Anyway, I've already said too much. Enjoy your meeting with Fujimoto, alright?
Sayonara.
Okay. Chapter 1. Oh no! I forgot! Japanese game! The last name is the more important name. God damn it. I'm F-Paul, right? Sorry to keep you waiting. Good to finally meet you in person. I must admit, I'm a bit surprised to see you're so young, but entertainment does seem to be a young person's game, especially when it comes to managing talent. Anyway, your age is less important to me than your experience, which was enough to impress me. I'm glad you're impressed. The thing that caught my eye, however, wasn't your education or even your most recent work experience. I was most impressed by the fact that you worked at a convenience store in high school. Most people wouldn't brag about working at a convenience store, but to become a part-time manager at such a young age is certainly unusual, especially given that I happen to know that convenience store. It's in a pretty rough and tumble part of town. You're someone who knows how to get things done, aren't you? Managing an idol agency isn't exactly the same thing as running a convenience store, but you have but you have to deal with a lot of the same problems. Young employees who are trying to balance school and work, running on a tight budget, keeping customers happy. If you know the business fundamentals, I think you'll do well here. And if you don't yet know everything you need to, I hope you'll learn fast. So anyway, I have paperwork here if you're ready to sign. Your terms are, well, let's say that they're the best terms I was able to get on such short notice. Anyway, I don't want you to think of me as your boss. You're the boss. I'm just a sponsor, an investor, if you will. This is your enterprise. I'm just buying myself a piece of the action. When it comes to starting capital, I'm afraid I can't offer much in the way of cash. My investments haven't left me very liquid, and I'm taking a loss on a significant portion of my portfolio, you see. Part of the reason this building happens to be vacant, but I can offer you the use of the bottom floor rent-free. Pretty lucky for my loss to turn into your gain, isn't it? This kind of generosity isn't typical for me, so don't get used to it. What do you get out of this? I already said, didn't I? I just want a piece of the action. You do all the hard work, and if you turn out to be a success, I get some of the prestige by association. If it fails, well, it won't be the first business venture I've seen fail. Plus, the truth is, I need someone to fill this property. If you let a space go unused for too long, it can start to look run down, and that can affect the value of the surrounding property. It's not good to have a building that never has anyone entering or leaving or entering. But if you start expanding and taking up more space, you're going to have to pay rent for the space you move into. It's a bit early to worry about that though. For the time being, I assume you'll be focused on getting some talent, training them, doing basic promotion, and most importantly, getting yourself a fan base. I don't know everything about the entertainment industry, but one thing I do know is that you are nothing without your fans. An idol group lives or dies based on the size of the following it gets. Of course, I'm not saying you shouldn't pay attention to your bank account, but if you're not increasing the size of your following, you're probably doing something wrong. Plus, there's me to think about. One of the reasons I want to sponsor an idol group is so that one day I can turn on a TV or pick up a newspaper and see people talking about something I helped create. So go out there and make me proud. So, are we ready to formalize the agreement, or is there anything I forgot to cover? There was a woman who told me things about you. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Probably some local gossip monger. You might hear rumors about me. Some are true, most aren't. I used to own several businesses in this neighborhood, but I live on the other side of town. I'm not always the most involved person. That seems to have lent me a certain mystique to the people who know who I am but aren't used to seeing my face around here. I hope you don't expect to be working too closely with me. Like I said, you're the boss. I'm just offering you the resources. I'll drop by every now and then, but I try to stay out of people's hair. Plus, I got other ventures competing for my attention. But if you're putting on a big show, let me know and I'll try to stop by. Hey, getting VIP tickets to every event is supposed to be one of the perks of backing the whole venture, right? Hey, running an idol group can be complicated. It's challenging, even for those who have experience. A comprehensive guide would be useful, yeah? I have no idea what I'm doing. I appreciate the honesty. That's why I'd like to give you this binder. It was put together by one of my former associates, and it lays out the SOP, standard operating procedures, for a lot of things you'll need to know when running an idol group. Useful. Documents like the ones you'll find in this binder are the lifeblood of any organization. They're a way to formalize the concept so that the organization is never reliant on a single person, since all their knowledge is stored in a form that allows anyone to pick up and take over their role. So I'm not the first person who's had to do this. I've sponsored a lot of businesses before, Mr. F. I'll leave the binder in your capable hands. It consists of a series of lessons on various topics. Anyways, I think it's about time to get out of your hair and let you actually start your job. Any questions before I turn you loose? Last minute advice? I think the best lessons are the ones you learn by trying and failing. How's that for advice? Don't get discouraged if things don't work out. A lot of starting businesses fail. To be honest, for an inexperienced person like you running a business, it wouldn't be that surprising of an outcome. That might sound pessimistic, but hopefully it takes some of the pressure off. Every venture like this is ultimately a gamble. If you go bankrupt, I won't personally hold it against you. After all, money isn't everything, but it does tend to make life a lot easier, so try to make sure your spending is judicious. Alright. Let's create your office. You need a place to work. Okay. Your office. Open the staff tab. Ow. It's you. Each staffer is represented by a card on this menu. So you're the first and so far only staffer at Unicorn Sushi. On this menu, you can click on a staffer to change their nickname or fire them. Of course, you can't fire yourself, but you can give yourself a nickname if you'd like. As the UI indicates, you're currently not assigned to a new room. How about we move you to that newly created office, grab your card by clicking on the hand icon, and drag yourself over to the office. Nice, look at you already hard at work. This is the start of your journey as an idle manager. Okay, so this is where everything will be. How it's not letting me click on anything here. Oh, I see. I had to hit continue rather than read it all at once. Okay. Here you can see the date. The green progress bar underneath the date indicates how close tomorrow it is. The days go by so fast. Anytime you can pause using this button. Time will only pass when you're on this screen. Anytime you're experiencing a story event, time will pause automatically. Can't have an idol group without idols. It's time to hold some auditions. You can choose to hold local, regional, or nationwide auditions. Making a wider talent search with regional or nationwide audition will increase the chance of getting the highly talented idol, but it will cost a lot more. There's also a cooldown for holding higher tiers of audition. Auditions are planned from your office. Let's go to your office and click auditions. This out of the way for now. Maybe regional? One guaranteed silver idol. I don't know. Like, local, we have a 5% for silver, 0.5% for gold, and 1% for platinum. I feel like you have to hit the ground running. Oh no, wait. What if we get a bunch of locals, get our name out there a little bit, and then we hold auditions for like the next like lead singer, right? Maybe we do it that way. Let's try that. Let's do a local and see what we get. The talent scout begins, takes a few days for auditions to finish. Looks like the game is currently paused. Our talent scout won't progress if the time isn't moving forward. Let's unpause. Your portrait has a progress bar that will fill up as the audition gets closer to finishing. If you want time to progress faster, you can press the fast forward button. Just make sure not to lose track of time. It's a brand new day. The talent scouting is finished. It's time to look at the audition candidates and decide who to hire. Click the audition icon over your head to see the candidates. Each audition finds 5 idols. Who they are is a mystery. Let's click on one of them to get started. Tanabe Misaki. Cute, cool is low. So she is the sexy cute one. 2 times bonus photo shoot payments. 20 years old, huh? So this is her total score here. Is that what that is? Each idol has 4 stats that are based on their appearance and 4 stats based on their talents. Next to each stat, you'll see 2 numbers. The first number is the current value of that stat. The second number in brackets is their potential for that stat. Okay. You can think of potential as a soft cap. Once an idol reaches their potential in a certain stat, it will be much harder to raise that stat through training. Each idol has a unique trait. Some traits are beneficial, others can be more of a hindrance than a help. You can click here to hire this girl to be an idol in your group, but hold up before we hire her. Let's take a look at the other candidates. Clicking on each of the idols, see how they stack up. Ishiki Kano. Complacent. Decrease to performance stats after centering a single. Penalty to vocal and dance. Sugamoto Haruka. Oh my god, her cute is off the fucking chart. What the fuck? Complacent, decrease to performance stats after centering a single. She's still like the one to hire out of these. Oh my god. Why do none of them have any vocal talent? Like, she's the vocalist so far. Forgiving. Doesn't hold a grudge. Oh shit. Oh shit. Osawa Rina. Lone Wolf. Stat bonus when hosting a show alone. Well, we found who we're going to hire. Wow, it looks like you were lucky enough to find a rare idol. That means she has pretty high starting stats, which will probably give her a head start over any of the other idols. Wow, it looks like we gave you a handout for the tutorial. The number above each idol's portrait down here represents their overall rating. It's essentially an average of their stats and can help when comparing different idols. Now that we've had a chance to look at all these, let's decide who to hire. You can hire as many or as few as you'd like. Since you're just starting out and have no idols, let's hire at least 3 to start out. Oh, she has a higher cute stat too. No, they both have the same. Never mind. She doesn't hold a grudge. Her vocals are worse too. Oh, but her cap for vocal is way worse. She can at least train to 48. Okay. You've hired 3 idols. It looks like there are 2 left in this batch. You can either hire them as well or send them packing. Click finish button when you're done. Get out of here. Get out of my office. Hey, I'm part of Unicorn Sushi now. I'm glad to hear you're looking out for me and the other girls, but just between you and me, I think I'll be fine on my own. Oh, great. It starts already. Hey, glad to see you in person. I'm sure you've seen my photos, right? Don't I just look winsome in them? Ugh. The audition process was really tough. I'm glad that's over, so now I can finally relax. Now that your group has idols, it's time to give them something to do. Let's go over the activities tab. Okay. Every day, your group can perform an activity. Performance will spend an idol's stamina. It will earn some money. Promotion will spend stamina to gain some fans. Spa treatment will spend money to allow 3 idols to recover some of their physical stamina. At the bottom of the screen, you can see how... Pause time. You can see how many fans, money, and scannel points your group has. Looks like right now your group doesn't have that much of a following. Let's fix that by doing promotion to gain new fans. Okay. I think I'm blind. Where the fuck does it show their stamina? Release a single, higher. So these are like things I can do to increase fan amount. Okay, I see now. That's our fans. It's down here, I think, right? Oh, maybe not. Oh my god, stop the time. Fuck. We got some money. Success. You got some fans. You can hover over your fans at the bottom. See your current demographics of your group's fan base. We have 7 fans. One male casual adult. One male hardcore teen. What the fuck does that mean? 2 female casual teen. 1 female hardcore teen and female hardcore young adult. Okay. Now that it's a new day, let's plan different activity for your group. It's time for a performance. Looks like that brought in a bit of money. You can do 1 activity every day. Choose wisely. Since you're first starting out, it might be a good idea to do some more promotions. The benefit you get from doing daily activity is based on the level of that daily activity. Hover over each daily activity to see how you can unlock. Right, okay. Whenever your idols work, they spend stamina. Check their stamina in the idol menu. Mental and physical. Here you can see an idol's physical and mental stamina. Ordinarily, idols spend physical stamina when working, but if you force them to work when they're completely exhausted, it will drain their mental stamina instead. Idols with low physical stamina are greater risk being injured, and idols with low mental stamina can become depressed. Be a good boss, try not to work your idols too hard. Both mental and physical stamina will recover over time, but mental stamina will recover much more slowly. Here you can view your idol stats. By default, it will display their looks and talent stats. Click on the arrow next to their stats to view the relationship stat. These stats indicate your relationship with each idol. They indicate your friendship, influence, and romance level. Oh no. No! I can't be romantic with them. I'm their boss. That's... Ugh. Gross. Friendship is a measure of how much an idol likes you and increase it by socializing and generally being pleasant. Influence is a measure of how indebted an idol feels to you. Increase it by doing favors for her. Romance is a measure of, well, you know. Might be able to increase it by flirting, but not everyone will respond well to those kinds of advances. You can click on an idol, change her nickname, or put... Oh, that's so gross. You can change her nickname. Oh, God. The weebs. The weebs! Later, you can create multiple idol groups. You can click on them to assign them different idol groups. Click on profile icon to bring up an idol's profile screen. View more detailed information. The fans tab will tell you the demographic of her fan base. The jobs tab will display any contracts an idol gets. The bonds tab will display idol's relationship with other idols in the group. Looks like we don't know very much about her current relationships with the other members. Let's socialize, get to know her better. The idol menu, choose an idol and drag her card into your office. It takes some time to prepare social events, so let time progress. Remember, you can always fast forward. Did we do more than one at a time? I guess not. You're ready to socialize with the idol you selected. Let's go get coffee. Oh, okay. Casual conversation is a good way to get to know your idols and key to building friendship. Try flirting at your own risk. Not everyone is receptive. You can ask an idol about her wishes to find out what her goals are. Help her fulfill her goals will increase your influence. You can ask an idol to share gossip about other group members. Ask her to mentor a younger member of the group. Most group members won't share gossip if they're not on friendly terms with you. If you have influence with an idol, you can spend that influence to get her to do certain things. So, if your idol is bullying another group member, you might need to resort to this option to get her to stop. Every idol graduates and leaves the group eventually. You can ask her when she's planning to graduate or accelerate her graduation. Best to begin every working relationship by getting to know the other person. Let's engage in some casual conversation. Hey, what's up? Osawa Rina gives a brief summary of a TV show she saw last night and talks about the last time she talked with her family. We also find out that Osawa has the William Tell Overture as her wake-up alarm. You can't run everything yourself. Idols need to be coached. You need staffers to help with sales and production tasks. Let's hire some. Here's some staff. You can hire a variety of different staffers. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. This screen will also show you what type of room the staffer works in. For example, dance coaches and choreographers work in the dance room. Each staffer will have one of two specializations for their type. They can perform the task. They can still perform the task they're not a specialist at. You can choose from novice, professional, and expert level staffers. More experienced staffers start with higher stats, but also cost more money to employ. As a starting group with a limited budget, it's best to keep our costs low. Let's hire a novice staffer for now. For now, let's start by hiring a manager to help us with some business deals. Sales manager, production manager. Let's do production first. Now our new staffer needs a place to work. Let's go back main agency view, build an office. Staffers aren't assigned to a particular task. They will automatically generate research points. Now that you've hired a staff, they'll generate research points whenever they're not working on an assigned task. It looks like you already have research points. Here you can hover over each type of research point and see how many research points your staffers are passively generating each day. You can also buy research points by clicking on the green buy icon. Spend some of your manager researcher points. You can spend manager research points to unlock different marketing options or unlock different types of business contracts. We should probably do like do photo shoot. Digital only release. Viral campaign. For producer. loneliness, love, rebelling, partying, for single lyrics anyway. Media genre. I'm not gonna put any into this yet until I have an actual demographic. Seems like a waste. Unlocking variety show business contract requires your group have a certain number of fans. You have a manager working for you. Let's have her make some business proposals. Look on the staffer's office, select business proposal. Okay, well, while that's going, fast forward through this business proposal. We're gonna have to create a new single at some point here. He's finished creating a business proposal. Click the yen icon. Oh, here. Each client will be looking for an idol who is good in a particular stat. You get to choose which idol participates. You have 3 options. How good the rewards are depend on how good the idol is in the desired stat the client is looking for. Your staffer can try to negotiate a better rate. The number of times you can negotiate is based on the staffer's deal stat. Renegotiating the deal can result in better or worse result. The results are random with the odds of success determined by the staffer's deal stat. Once you have an outcome you like, click the accept button. Big Comic Moods is looking for a girl to do a cute photo shoot for the next issue of their magazine. I mean, the whole reason why we got her is for the cuteness, right? So this will give us 25 new fans too. Oh, she'll give us 27 actually. You can also have a staffer. Oh my god. Okay. Slow down time there. Automatically generate business proposals. Click the staffer. Select auto proposals option. When this box is ticked, the staffer will automatically generate business proposals whenever she isn't working on anything else. This means she won't generate research points. Different types of business proposals have different benefits. You can click on the staffer's office and choose a preferred proposal type for her to focus on from among the types of business deals you've unlocked. You've been using a lot of the menu tabs like the LSF and activities. Did you know you can switch between them using a shortcut? Yeah, I don't care about that. That's fine. You can click X icon or use escape. You have a concert in every country. So we need to release a single. There's a story event waiting for you. Progressing through the game's story will require you to complete objectives, which are detailed here. Knock knock, mind if I step in for a moment? Good to see you. No need to roll out the red carpet for me today. I'm just here to let you know about an opportunity I found out about. I have a friend who works as a TV producer. They're always looking to fill programming slots, things like quiz shows, that sort of thing. I managed to plant the idea in her head it would be a good idea to have a quiz show where producers for different idol groups compete against each other, folks such as yourself. Oh god. Sounds like a great opportunity. I thought so too. Couldn't have drawn it up any better myself. Well, now that I think about it, I am the one who drew it up. Of course, they don't just let anyone on television. You need to have a certain amount of clout before you can get a TV appearance. To put it in concrete terms, you need to have enough talent on board to justify calling it an actual idol group. 3 idols is a group, 2 idols is a company. Anything less than that, you're playing with yourself. I see Unicorn Sushi has 3 members already, so you're already big enough. Also, you need to release a single. You don't have to top the charts or anything like that. Just have a physical CD people can go out and purchase. Lends the group a bit more credibility. Plus, it would give you something to promote on the show. Anyway, that's something for you to work towards. In the meantime, I'll keep shaking hands and greasing palms and look forward to the day I get to see you on TV. Did we miss out on... No, okay. Main requirements for a story task doesn't automatically trigger the story event. You'll need to come back to the screen. World marches to the beat of its own drum, and sometimes certain story events will happen automatically. In addition to story, what's your debut song going to be called? I don't know yet. In addition to story tasks, sometimes characters will give you optional tasks to complete, which will appear on this screen. If you socialize with an idol, ask her wishes. Okay. Time to hire a dance staffer. Upgrade promotion performance to level 2. All right, dance staffer. Let's hire a dance coach. Pamantani Amina. If staffers aren't assigned to a particular task, they automatically generate research points. Time to hire a music staffer, hire a voice coach or music producer. Staffers aren't assigned, blah blah blah. Dance coaches and vocal coaches help idols improve their dance and vocal stats. Let's have your dance staffer coach an idol. The idol tab. Select an idol and drag her card to the dance studio. Okay, which one of you is like bad at dancing? 74. Oh, you. Both of you. The staffer can only coach an idol if the staffer's coaching stat is higher than the idol stat. For example, a dance staffer with a coaching stat of 20 won't be able to coach an idol whose dance stat is 20 or higher. This consumes idol stamina. Do not overwork your idols. Produce a single, you need to hire dance, music, and manager. You must also go to the research tab and unlock at least one lyric type. Marketing strategy, choreography style, and genre of music. Shit. Alright. Let's start with the beginning. We need lyrics. So the thing that brings us all together is obviously love. So love lyrics, also partying. Um, so we have the marketing strategy. Probably go lewd, maybe a little edgy as well. Okay. What choreography style do we have? Oh, I gotta buy points. Let's go sexy and cool. Okay. And genre of music. I mean, it has to be pop. Good idea to wait till your group has some fans who'd be willing to buy the single. Go ahead and skip this day. Do a promo. New single. Oh, there's a random button. Have the game choose a song title for you. Perfect. Babe, the night's still young. I love your mind. I know she drops that bass. DJ, let's ride the beat. Passion, passion. Perfect. Do lewd. Pop. We want the kids. Trends. Update. 500 research points. All right. We're not going to bother with, we're going to do digital only release, I think. Your first single. It's time to choose which idols participate in the single. The group stats will be based on the stats of the idols participating in the single. Idols closer to the center of the formation will contribute more. Team chemistry stat is based on how well the idols in the formation are getting along. Putting a bully in the formation can have a negative effect. All right. Seems fine to me. Now all the hard choices have been made, it's time to produce your single. You'll need to have your character write the lyrics, have a music staffer work on the song, blah, blah, blah. Start by dragging the single into your office to work on the lyrics. Completing all the production tasks associated with the single will take time. Oh, you know what they should do? They should be promoting. Promoting. Actually, wait, we want auto proposal on. We want photo shoots as well. Oh my god, this is going to take forever. Fast forward this shit. What's their stamina at? Tsukamoto needs to come out of the dance studio. Bobka is looking for a girl to do a cool photo shoot for the next issue. Drag your single into other offices to have staffers work on. Okay, so single. Should probably get the other girl here too. Learn how to dance as well. Alright, song recorded. Choreography to it now. Sad Panda Magazine is looking for a girl to do a pretty photo shoot. Body. Come on, market faster. Why name your magazine after sad pandas? I was kind of thinking the same thing. Your single is now ready to release. All right. First of all, give them a spa treatment. Release that shit. Passion. 52 sales. Obscurity bonus. New hardcore fans. Wow, there actually is like a mechanic that hardcore fans, like, I found them before they were cool, before they were famous. That's funny.
Yo.
Hey, thought I'd stop by. I can see by the binders on your desk that you've been consulting some of the business notes I gave you. That's good. Who wrote these business tips? I told you before already, didn't I? They were written by one of my former associates. I trusted them enough to run several of my business operations, and they did quite well. So any advice they have to give is probably worth taking. I hope they're not saying anything bad about me.
プロデューサー
Oh, was this the lady that was in here before talking to me? Hello, sir. You can call me by my name. Oh, all right then. Are you sure that's all right? I'm not in the habit of addressing superiors by their given name, so I might slip back in a habit. I hope that's not a problem. Anyway, I want to ask you about a few things. Specifically, we need to set a number of guidelines for how the girls behave and how events are run. It can be chaotic if things aren't consistent. I think it's best to have a set policy in place so that everyone is working with the same rule book, so to speak. What policies do you recommend? Well, I'm not sure I'd recommend any specific set of policies. Different organizations have different sets of rules, and each set of rules has its own pros and cons. The policies that Unicorn Sushi has will be part of what sets it apart from other groups. Of course, nothing is set in stone. You can always change your mind if you don't like the current set of policies. In fact, it's pretty common for new groups to be flexible when they first start off and adapt their policies depending on what seems to work best. The longer you stick with a given policy, the more people come to expect certain things from you. When an organization gains more of a reputation and people get more used to running things a certain way, changing policies can take a while, and you might have to wait longer for the benefits to show up. But since we're a young organization, we have time to change things around, so if you're a bit unsure, no need to stress over a particular policy decision. You can always adjust it later. Sorry, that was probably a bit more explanation than you needed. You're the boss. You don't need me to explain to you how your organization works. In fact, you're supposed to be the one who tells everyone else how things work. So with that in mind, what kind of business proposals do you think would be the most promising? Photo shoots.
いいですね
Photo shoots are one-time gigs, so they're good for quick infusion of cash without having to worry about long-term contracts. If you're looking to maximize short-term revenue, it's hard to do better than a photo shoot. Want me to focus on photo shoots?
わか
Yes.
りました
Alright, sir, sounds good. Of course, it never hurts to change things up depending on what direction the company is going in, so you can always adjust our group's policy on what types of business proposals to focus on. Of course, while I might be focused on trying to get a certain kind of business proposal, sometimes other opportunities will fall in your lap. I'll be sure to let you know about those when they come up, even if they're not the kind of business deal we're focusing on at the moment.
すみません
Sorry if it sounded like I was second guessing you there. Business proposals are my kind of my area of expertise, so I just want to make sure you were aware of all the options before you made your decision. My next few questions should be a bit simpler and more straightforward. Recently, I've been thinking about the branding of Unicorn Sushi. What kind of vibe do you want people to associate with our group?
いいですね
That sounds like a safe brand image, and I'm kind of partial to that vibe myself too. Alright, another branding question. It's about the kind of fans we're trying to attract. Oh no. What image are we trying to project?
わかりま
Rebellious.
した
Interesting choice. A rebellious image will make it harder to get good business proposals, but projecting an aura of rebelliousness should make us more appealing to younger fans. And that kind of image also seems to be popular among female fans as well. Okay, now for a question about screening incoming talent. We can conduct background checks during the recruitment process. A more rigorous background check will make the recruitment process more expensive, but it can help filter out more of the bad apples. How extensive do you want our background checks to be? Basic.
わかりました
Just the basics. That should help us screen out more of the problematic candidates. Yeah, I just don't want people that are going to start fights. We also need to talk about social media, since anything the idols post online is going to reflect on the organization. Part of the idols contract allows us to set rules governing their public social media use. What kind of policy do you want regarding social media? No
わかりまし
restrictions.
た
Allowing girls to post directly to social media should increase fan engagement. Hopefully harassment isn't too much of a problem. On a related note, we should try to find out what to do about allowing live streams, if we want to allow them at all. They can be a good sense of exposure, but there's always the risk of scandal. No
わ
restrictions.
かりました
You know, live streams these days are kind of the frontier of digital media, and staying ahead of the curve can be kind of stressful. On the other hand, it can be a great way to propel the careers of individual idols apart from group activities. Another thing, need to have a dating policy. There are more, shall we say, invested fans who don't like the idea of idols dating. They think it ruins. I agree. That's completely apart from the impact romance can have on an idol's life. Emotional highs and lows that come with the dating scene. Romance can boost someone's self-esteem, could be end up being a distraction. Also, the fact that what kind of dating policy we set will affect how dating-related scandals are seen by the public. If we have strict rules against dating, anything remotely scandalous is going to be a much bigger deal than if we were more permissive. On the other hand, having a loose and flexible policy makes it more likely scandals will happen in the first place. We could also try to hedge our bets by not setting an official policy. And no matter what kind of dating policy we have, probably won't do anything to discourage idols from becoming romantically involved within the group. That kind of thing has been known to happen, though if it's just an internal thing, it's easy to keep that thing under wraps. Probably wouldn't be an issue regardless. No restrictions.
いいですね。
Doors wide open. I'll admit that's a more modern approach, but it's becoming more and more common for idol groups to promote that sort of thing. One last thing related to finances, more specifically salaries. One of the things I've been thinking about is proactively offering the talent pay raises in order to keep them satisfied. The way it is right now, the only time idol salaries can increase is if you change them yourself. But if you authorize me to give them incremental pay bumps, I could keep an eye on which girls seem to be less satisfied with their pay and give them a slight pay bump to keep them satisfied. No.
わかりました。
When you're managing a small group, it's not too much work to keep it top of things yourself if the group ever grows large. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking too.
ね
Honestly, these like people that I got from the local audition, I have a feeling we're going to be canning them. So I'm not too worried about their pay increases or keeping them happy. Hey boss, are you sorry, am I interrupting anything? Not at all. Wrapping up some discussion of the group's policies. That's good thinking. Have you set any policies on things like event security? No, actually, that's a great point. In fact, we should probably decide that. We need to figure out what our security policy is going to be at events where we have 3 people to keep track of. Their salary is not going to be hard to keep track of. We need to figure out what our security policy is at events where idols interact with fans, live appearances, handshake events, that sort of thing. Hardcore fans don't like seeing security guards everywhere, but having good security will make the girls feel safer. Strict security. I have to admit, hardcore fans probably aren't going to fuck them. Should give the girls some peace of mind. Have you seen the people that look at idol groups? Fuck them. Put it boot in the back of the fucking neck if you need to. I don't trust any of those dipshits. While we're on the topic of live events, I've been focusing a lot on dance choreography. More specifically, I've been thinking about clothing choices and how skirts can make certain kinds of wardrobe accidents more likely. Depending on the dance moves, fans might see a bit more than we want them to see, if you get my drift. I'm sure hardcore fans would get a huge kick out of seeing the girls in short skirts, but less hardcore fans aren't as into that sort of thing. If we go with longer skirts, some of the male fans wouldn't be too happy with that choice. It'd probably go better with a female. Like, there's probably a middle option, so let's just choose that one. We could have the girls wear short skirts with safety shorts. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what we're going to do. We could dodge the issue entirely and have them wear pants instead. More and more groups are doing it these days. From what I hear, a lot of casual fans feel that more appealing, especially guys in the audience. Hardcore fans probably prefer the more traditional look. Do short skirts with safety shorts.
それよ。
Good compromise, probably won't ruffle any feathers. It's, yeah, pretty simple. That's pretty much what like most of them do anyway. So I'll make note of that. Thanks for bringing it up. One last thing, I know this is a subjective question, but when it comes to live performances, what do you think is better, quality or energy? Energy and enthusiasm.
それよ。
People love an energetic, enthusiastic performance, even if the dance moves aren't always perfect. Their singing is perfect. Fans can tell when an idol's giving it her all during a performance. Real hardcore fans love that. authenticity. When a fan sees a girl who's singing her heart out and isn't holding anything back, or someone who's dancing so passionately they're sweating on stage, that's the kind of thing that can make them a fan for life. I'll do my part to make sure every live performance is special. If you ever change your mind, yeah. Draft up a list to modify at any time. This is taking way too long. Look forward to work. Fuck, it's about fucking time. Oh, tips for managing early expenses. Okay, so we're just in it now, right?
Yo.
Or not. Never mind. Hey, I want to see how you're doing. Great. I'm doing fine. Might be interested to know I recently tapped into my professional network, managed to get you a small mention on a local news broadcast. I also talked to several folks who run businesses in the area, put up promotional materials for a while. It's not exactly making the big time. It will at least get the attention of people who are nearby. That's generous of you. I'm a stakeholder. What's good for you is good for me. I want to help you succeed. I can't do this sort of thing all the time. I want to make sure you have a successful launch. And on a more personal level, I figure that if you know I'm going to do right by you, you'll do right by me. You dig? Relationships are a two-way street. We're definitely in the Yakuza now. Of course, I don't mean to make this seem like a bigger deal than it is. More people in the area are going to have an awareness of your group. That doesn't automatically turn them into fans, but it does mean that when you promote the group, people will be more likely to pay attention. You might gain more fans than you would ordinarily thanks to the temporary boost. Ditto for performances. People are more likely to check out a group that they've been hearing of recently, so you might see a small boost in attendance and revenue. Anyway, this honeymoon period won't last forever. Make the most. God, that was so much fucking reading. Holy Christ. Okay. So she's working on a proposal. How much do we have? Do we have enough? Idle salaries, 15,000. So we're going, every week we're losing about 127,000. I think we're going to get a stylist. Max coaching level 21, 40. Oh, I should have max coaching level 1. Wait, what? Oh, because I'm hiring from the loser pool. Okay. Okay. Launch an internet show. So how do we launch an internet show? New show. Internet. These are all just going to be 10%. We want more of a female crowd, I think. I guess interview. Okay. Wait, upgrade, promotion and performance. Oh my god. Excuse me, sir. Received a phone call from Fujimoto-san's office. From the sound of things, you're going to make a television appearance in one... Oh, right. I forgot about that. In 1 week, received an email directly from the studio with the details of the location of the shoot. Apparently it's some kind of quiz show. Will you be competing against producers? Somewhat familiar with the station, not super familiar, may have watched it a few times. Okay, get to it. Oh my god, now I know why bosses are fucking dickheads. It's just like, I'm busy. Fucking, what do you want? Since it's a quiz show, I figure you might want a quick primer on what to expect. If you'd like, you give some pointers based on my limited exposure. No,
わかりました。お疲れ様です。
I don't care about what you have to say at all. Socialize with an oh my god, I forgot that there's that aspect too. I mean, keep socializing with her because she's the only one worth talking to, really. They need a spa day though. Love Mochi, Time of His Tears, number 1. Creamy Girls. Rock and Roll Madness. Sugar Punch with her Boom Boom Boom. Cheese Typhoon, A Song Promise. I wonder, do you think these are like other people's games that they're pulling from? Avers Idol 5. Darling, I'm lonely without you. Vert Sparkle. He knows I want you. Marginalia, Darling, you're the one for me. Billy Girls, Taint End. Best Friends, Zaibatsu. Darling, do you remember? Don't Need My Echo. Girls, Junon. Babe, When You're Smiling. Adox Kuma, DJ, I'm Losing Control. The Blue Rogues, Darling, Give It All You Got. Red Devil, Feeling of My Mind. Okay, so what's hot right now? EDM, love EDM, has done particularly good. Fine. Let's try to ride the right wave, shall we? I need to unlock EDM. Fake scandal. Do another digital only release. I didn't do a love song last time. Let's do a sexy pop love song. See what happens. Oh no, the female audience will hate that though. Do a cool love song. Hell yeah. That team chemistry though. God damn. Casual conversation. What do you want to chat about? Sawa admits she's been playing a new video game recently. Shares a bit about what's been going on with her family. You find out that Osawa has an older brother who is publishing a serialized Izeki web novel. Good for him, man. Good for him. Time is going too fast here. We got to give them a spa day. Spa day. So how much does that like heal their stam? Her stamina is... We got to give them another spa day, unfortunately. All right, we're about to get a new business proposal. Come on. I should probably socialize with some of the other. Watanabe is not getting any love from me, apparently. She's the one that's like, she kind of has, I think she was the like hanger on She kind of has like nothing going for her stat-wise. Wait, did she not give me a business proposal? Oh, she failed. You heard a rumor that one of your idols has started dating. Well, that's no good. We need to see if we can get the tea spilled. At the entrance to the studio. Oh my god. Hello there, you must be Mr. F. Charmed, I'm sure. Thank you for coming by. I think we're going to have a lot of fun today. Let me explain how things will work. You're one of 4 different idol group producers we've invited to the studio. We're going to have separate recordings with each of you where we hit you with a series of questions about your idol group. Oh no, I don't even know my idols' names. Fuck. You're not one of the top 2, you go home early, of course. You'll want to do the best, win a prize. What's the prize? Fill a prime time programming slot with a live broadcast musical performance. If you manage to win and beat the other producers, the group will get some much needed airtime. That's why you're here, hoping to win the grand prize. Anyway, your segment is the last one we're going to tape. This green room isn't the most spacious. Mingle, blah, blah, blah. Room's cramped, I'm sure you understand. Okay. In the hallway outside the waiting room. Hello, Mr. F. It's good to see you. Who are you? You haven't forgotten the first time we met, have you? If I recall correctly, I was the first one to offer you a proper welcome when you arrived at the Unicorn Sushi office before... Oh, okay. Before you met Fujimoto. I'm a bit miffed you don't recognize me. Didn't you do any opposition research? Anyway, I finished recording my segment. I got every question right, of course. But they select the top 2 competitors to compete head-to-head in the final round, so if you do well enough, maybe you could come in second place behind me. Well, best of luck. We still never got her name. Waiting room. Hey there, mind if I squeeze in? This waiting room is cramped. I think they squeezed you into a closet, I guess is what you get when you record for a local TV station. Still, it's good exposure for a group as small as yours. Anyways, are you ready to knock them dead? I'm not sure about my chances of winning. There's 4 other competitors. Statistically, you have 25% chance. That's better than nothing, of course. I'm hoping you win. If for no other reason, you get that free broadcast time. Of course, it's just a local affiliate. A bit shy of a nationwide broadcast. Everyone has to start somewhere. Local victory could be the first step. I have to admit, it's a pretty genius move on the TV station's part. Instead of having to pay big bucks for a musical guest, they contact smaller groups, offer them a chance to win airtime. It makes it seem like they're one doing you a favor, which in a way they are, but they get the better end of that deal. Of course, if anyone's going to get that airtime, I hope it's Unicorn Sushi. I'm just gonna go. I'm like kind of tired of reading all this side shit. Hello everyone. Mr. F, one of the brilliant creative minds behind the Evangelists. The idol group is actually Unicorn Sushi. Oh, my lack of preparation has been exposed. Sorry folks, it's been a long day at this studio. Let's try that again. I'm pleased to be sitting here with Mr. F from Unicorn Sushi. If you had to pick one thing, what would you say is the best quality of the idols of Unicorn Sushi? They are visually appealing. Not one to mince words, are you? Well, everyone loves a beauty. Though depending on what kind of voice that beauty has, not everyone likes to hear a beauty sing. I'm joking, of course. We're so grateful you took time to sit with us, being that you spent so much time over the few weeks. I'm sure you're the foremost expert on them. Without further ado, let's move on to the first round. Which of these girls is not a... Oh, no. Okay, I know Asawa is, Tsugamoto Haruka is mine. And, Tanabe Misaki, so I guess Shimizu? That's because Shimizu Tamami is my daughter. I'd have quite a bone to pick if she started pursuing a life in showbiz. Well, she might become my competition, and more competition is the last thing that I need. Besides, she's my own daughter, and I'd much rather see her pursue a useful career than waste her life trying to become an idol. Nice. Thanks, man. Thanks. That's one question down. Next question. Unicorn Sushi's most recent single is Passion Passion. What are the lyrics of that song about? Partying. That is correct, of course. I'm sure that was an easy question for you to answer, considering you're the one who wrote it. I have to throw in a few easy questions along the way. Lastly, this time to test how well you know the idols themselves. I'm sure you want the world to know the girls of Unicorn Sushi. Okay. This question is about Osawa. One of these three statements is true about her. Okay, I know that is true. I know that she's a gamer. Oh wait, which is the true one? It's this one. I thought it was I thought it was thinking the opposite, which isn't true. What an eclectic group of idols, indeed. I suppose the real question, how did you come to know this fact about Osawa? Is this the kind of thing that you ask questions? Is this the kind of thing that you ask questions about during the interviewing process? It seems a bit personal. That brings the quiz to an end. The last one quizzing, prepared to announce right who will be advancing. Who will be advancing to the final round. Great. Click to continue the story. Let's read more. Why not? I'm so fucking sick of reading, dude. Like, I actually just want to do the idol part and like the management part. I'm so fucking sick of this shitty visual novel stuff going on in between. Hey, good job out there. You ready for the next round? Yeah, fine. I don't care. I don't care. Great news. The host is waiting for you, accompanied by another familiar face. Maybe we'll actually get her name now. Hey everyone, I'm pleased to be here competing against Mr. F, who's representing and promoting the idol group Unicorn Sushi. A technician standing next to the cameras holding up a cue card with a name, an idol group, and the other competitor. Oh. Yasuda Kokona. Rival group is Glace Breeze? No. I'm a child. I'm glad to have this opportunity to present stupid shitheads to the world. I'm looking forward to seeing stupid shitheads perform on television. The way you're talking, it sounds like you're assuming you've already won. First question: At which of these three tourist destinations are you most likely to encounter Mount Fuji, Chirihama Beach, or the Yaeyama Tropics? I mean, Mount Fuji, right? Wait, what? Pony Island Records, well-respected name in what industry? I don't know. Music. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I think I'm done with this game. I think I'm gonna refund it. This is way too much shit I don't care about. And I'm not liking it. I think the management stuff is pretty okay. It's very similar to like Game Dev Story or Game Dev Tycoon or any of that stuff, but with idols, and I kind of like that part. But the difference between that game, those games, and this game is it doesn't have a bunch of trite bullshit that I don't give a fuck about in the middle in between. I'm sorry, it's too much reading, it's too much bullshit. So, fuck it.